Banana bread. Banana bread. You gonna try banana bread? Hello, Fifi. Go on, Gerry. Go on. Good morning, Dave. How's it going? Oh. Yay! The boy is in. He's in the bed. I wonder if I can give a little reward. No, Gerry, I was going to come bring it to you. No, Gerry. No, you can't eat them both. Good morning, Mazira. Good morning, Rob and Hamish and the centre. He was in the banana bed. Palin, thank you very much for the 27 months. Thank you. Oh, what's that snuffer? What's that snuffer? Good morning, Zara and Sharples. And David and Annie. And Rob and Bubble. Boop, 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 boo. Tiger, thank you very much for the 16 months. And Sharples, thank you very much for the 11 months. One more bunny month for a bunny year. And Rob, thank you very much for the 32 months at tier 2 with a do. Streamlabs was being weird this morning when I started trying to do the stream. At first it was like, we don't know how to do this. And then it was like, we don't know who you are. And then it was like, we can't find this scene. And I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening? But it all seems to be behaving now. Fingers crossed. Fingies crossed. Boba, thank you very much for the 4 months. Prime time. Good morning. Good morning. Must have been the... Who are you? Why are you trying to stream on me? Stop. Good morning, Jushi. Good morning, Pancake and Hansen and Xander and Mexico's and Shadow and Max. How we do? So this morning I've been trying to put things out to get Gerry to explore a little bit more, to be a brave boy, a baby. So fingers crossed it works. I mean, he's already gone over a little bit. He went over to the other side, and not the other side. He didn't cross into a spiritual plane. He went over to the other carpet. And he went in the banana bed. Fifi immediately went in the banana bed and started digging at it, and I was like, oh yeah, this is why we took away the banana bed. Did they confuse you for the sweaty cod streamer Brownie Keep? Maybe. It could be. How am I this morning? I'm good. I had a lovely weekend. Went to... So there's this place in Bristol. It's a vegan pub called the Old Bookshop over in Bedminster. And morning, Minion. Good morning, Sienna. They have had this like Sunday roast going for a couple of months. And we'd been talking about going to it, just sort of like, oh yeah, we should try this. And then all of a sudden, like I'd been talking to Alistair about it, and we were like, oh, we're going to go, obviously like this weekend is Mother's Day, so we go like a weekend after that or something. And then all of a sudden they did this post saying like, Sunday, March 10th is our final Sunday roast. And we were like, oh no, we better go now. So we sort of impromptu headed over for that. And it was very lovely. Rob, thank you for gifting us up to Sienna. Thank you. That is very kind of you. Morning, Alex and Duncan. You're telling me a vegan fried this pub? No, wait, that's the wrong joke. So yeah, they're changing their food menu. I don't know if they've announced what it's going to be yet, but they've gone through, like originally they were Homo sapiens, so they did like salad bowls. Jushi, thank you very much for gifting us up to Moogle. Thank you. And good morning, Severin. And then they changed to being like curry bowls, but I've forgotten what the name of the person who did that was, but they were really lush. You could get like just like this massive bowl for the table, and you'd all share it, and it was really good. And then they went to doing more like burger and chips type stuff with the Sunday roast, and now they're changing again, so just have to see what they become. When I went, it was yummy street food, yeah, back before the Homo sapiens betrayal of 2023. That's where we, the second place I think we ever tried it. Need to come back to, yeah, the food in Bristol is just very lovely. Please tell me Brizzy. Sometimes people call it Brizzle, but it tends to be more if people have moved to Bristol that they refer to it as Brizzle. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to what food they have, really, because it's always been lovely. I was looking at that cocktail menu yesterday, though, whilst I was waiting for food, and oh my gosh, it was... and you get like one drink and it costs like £12. How do people... How... Oh, poor Gerry's poor little waggy tail. Oh. Poor little baby. London prices, yeah. I just don't understand, like... I don't understand people who are regular cocktail drinkers. How do they afford anything? But yes, maybe you just stood on one and then ignored it. Is that... Okay, Gerry, I did save you one just in case this happened. Beer is spenny too now. I guess I never really drink, so I don't really know. I'm hoping that if Gerry goes back in the banana bed, I can reward him with a pellet. Gerry, what if? Gerry, what if you go in the bed? Gerry, what if you go in the bed? Go on. What if you were to go in the bed? What if you did that? He doesn't want to. He don't know. He's confused. Dave, thank you very much for the bits. Cider tokens or Nana token? More likely Nana. Oh no, that's the opposite of what was meant to happen. Now she's going to destroy the banana bed and he'll never get to go in it. Gerry, what's she doing to your nana bed? What happened? Okay, I did save you one more, so you can just have it. Oh, no, you didn't. You don't want to know. Don't even want to know. Fifi, maybe don't destroy the bed. Maybe don't destroy it. Okay, stop it. Stop it. I should put a blanket in there or something to stop her, Thank you for the follow. Gerry's just grooming the sofa. That's her love language. What destruction. Vivi, what are you doing? Vivi. Hi. What are you doing in there? Is it chaos? Well, now the boy's over there. Now he's not going to go in the bed. I was hoping that I could get him into the bed and give him a treat, and then he would be like, "Wow, this place is amazing. I get treats if I go in there. What a perfect place." What are you doing in Explore? Come on in, Lifelike. How's it going? Thank you for the follow, duck. Thank you. There he go. The only problem is if he goes behind there at the moment, there's nothing at the other end, and he does tend to get worried if that happens. You're going to be... I just thought, like, in the last few days, he's basically like, he gets up, He doesn't even get up a lot of the time. He'll just stay in the castle and wait for his breakfast to come to him. And then he falls asleep and then he just doesn't really move. So I just thought if I could get him moving a little bit, maybe he can, maybe it will help his joints and stuff to get him moving. Same. He's just been a bit too cozy snuggly recently. Because maybe if I get him up and about. There you go. Hello, what a good boy. Gerry, what's in here? Gerry, what's in there? Look, a banana bed. What do you know? Gerry, get in the bed. Get in the bed. It's lovely. You're going to love it. He's refusing to love it. What if I bring it over to you? Look, what's in there? Go on. There. Ooh. Why are you stretching so long? It's not a trap. Oh, you've been bested yet again. Oh, Fifi. I don't think he's falling for it. Well, you can't both fit in there. Stretches are good for bone ache. That's true. Maybe it's good for him to do his... Oh. Yay. Well done, baby boy. A banana boy in his banana bed. Do you like it in there? Is it nice? Is it cozy? You a happy boy? Nope. Meanwhile, Fifi's having a fight with the blanket. I think the tassel is tickling her ears. She's taken umbrage with that. Pug, thank you very much for the 14 months. Happy 14 months of Bronchi. I have an interview at 2 today. Wish me luck. Oh, good luck. Good luck. I hope it goes well. And just remember, it's all just good experiences as well. Like, interviews can be good learning experiences, even if you don't get them. Do you want to go back in? I just always think he's going to like cozy things, but he just likes sitting on hard floors and not being cozy. And being under the table. But there you go. That was like a little run. That was exercise. He's he's done good. And I'm going to put the banana bed back in its little corner. Look at the card my sister got me. Onwards. Okay, I'm going to move this chair. There we go. I've broken in. What do you mean, so it's a family thing? It's not like me at all. Hello, baby. What are you doing? Good morning, Fruit Loop. Good morning, Limewood. How you doing? Oh, big stretch. What a good boy. What a good boy. He's just cozy by himself. True. He provides the cozy. It's like you don't get a cushion for your cushions. He's just a happy boy. Your mom's desperate to keep you on Twitch and then you go and do things like that. What's the story with the box? Oh, that. Okay. So I had I don't know if you can see it. Let me reverse. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, it's very small. that Magic the Gathering set there next to the Junimo. I had that embargoed because it only came out the other day. It was in my bag, and I couldn't show it because that would have been breaking the embargo. But it was on the day, so it might have been okay. But I said to Rythian, I'm gonna hide it because I don't trust myself. If it's on the desk, I don't trust myself not to accidentally show it at some point. And then Rythian got his Magic the Gathering set out, and I just said that, it's okay if Rythian shows his, but I can't show mine because that would have been embargo. And, then it just got taken out of context. And yeah, I just I was just obeying the laws of my contract. I was trying to read through. I got a new Magic the Gathering thing as well, and I was trying to read through it, and they've got so many new mechanics for this particular set that I was just like, I think I need to persuade someone else to try it with me so that it so that it understands a bit more, so that I understand a bit more. It's always like that with things like games. I can read the rules and I'm just like, huh? But when I'm actually playing it and you're like within the context of it, you're like, oh, okay, I see. Good morning, Carol. But yes, huh? It's like when you're trying to explain a board game to other people, and I'm always just like, let's just play it. It will just make so much more sense if you just play it. Learn as you play. But yeah, it's just got all of these. Good morning, Chronicle. How's the allure of Warhammer been? A friend of mine actually messaged me the other day. No, I messaged him. We got talking either way. And he was asking if I'd painted any more minis recently. Then he was like, would you like to actually play a game at some point? And I was like, oh my gosh, yes, because it's so difficult to get into when you're like starting off and it's so spenny and you don't know whether you want to like fully break into it. So at some point I'm going to go around and be taught, and I can borrow some of his minis and stuff, and I'm excited. Lang, thank you very much for the 14 months. Thank you. Playing is the opposite of reading. True. Just learn it. So yeah, hopefully I'll get into it. I'll do good because I do want to give it a go. But it's one of those things that you don't want to go for the full commitment of painting an entire battalion only to find out that, oh, maybe not. Game places are not super easy to find either. See, this is the thing. It's like Fifi just ran over there, and I was like, oh no, is she just gonna run and destroy the bed a bit more? I think she's just enjoying running. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, when I was little, I guess I still have this idea of what it's like, because I used to go to like Games Workshop when I was little, but it was very much like, back in those days, it was like, oh my gosh, and girl, do not talk to her, don't acknowledge her, sort of thing. So it was very difficult to break through that. Whereas maybe it's a bit more. Maybe, hopefully, it's a bit more balanced now. Fingers crossed. If you don't move, she can't see you. It's true. Women's vision is based on movement predominantly. But yes, Bristol does have a Warhammer shop. They've got one in, it's by Castle Park. There's one there. I think Fifi's gone into the kitchen now. I'm just hearing these vague little tippy tappies and trying to work out what surface she's on and what that means she might be up to at the moment. I was into it in the 90s. Yeah, see, that's whenabouts I would have been trying to go in. And it was scary. Even when I went back I went back to do a project about Warhammer when I was at university, and even going in then, and that would have been what, like 2008. Even then it was still a bit just like, why are you here? But yeah, but I would like to yeah, I guess I'm going to have my friend teach me some stuff, and it might be that I try it and I'm like, yep, I want to jump in both feet, or it might be that I'm like, maybe not. And then some people just enjoy doing the painting side of things. So yes, it was the St. Albans one that I used to go to. That used to be our local. Nomad, thank you for the follow. But then it got to the point where my brother would go into the Warhammer, the Warhammers. Sorry, Fifi just jumped between me and the phone, and I couldn't see anything that was being said. And I would go to the comic book shop next door and read comic books instead, and buy Jonan Vesquer's comics and be dark and brooding and emo. So yes, been here for 2 minutes. We've already gotten to Hertfordshire. Yes, hot screw, hot gang. It's quite funny actually. One of the people who is the big mystery guest for this Saturday's comfort zone is from Hertfordshire. And I did feel this bad thing about talking in front of the other person, saying like about Hertfordshire stuff, and then be like, sorry, we're all just speaking our own language right now. Dear oh dear. It's just exciting when you find another one. Simmons gang, yeah. Jerry, are you licking your hand or the carpet? I think you're licking your hand. I still feel bad that I'm taking Fifi to the vet on her birthday. I just hadn't put 2 and 2 together that Thursday was the 14th. I think he wants cuddles. I'm going to make my move. I'm going to try and not... Ah! I was trying to gather all my hair up so I wouldn't kneel on it, and I still managed to kneel on it. Okay, here we go. Moving forward. Shuffle. So much blooming hair. Hello. But yes, I would like to, but I just have to wait until my friend is free. Also, I mean, I'll do a leak. Morning, Rupert. Good morning, Monday. Do you ever awkwardly sit on your hair and have your head jerked back when you sit down? It's not long enough. It sort of just reaches the butt, so it's like just long enough, not long enough to worry about like going backwards, but it happens forwards all the time. But yes, I have, well, basically there's a Warhammer, the next episode of Minecraft Gartic is Warhammer themed, but what happened was, so ready yourselves for your angry messages in the comment section. What happened was, I was told the theme is Warhammer, but then when the introduction happened, they were like, the theme is Warhammer 40k. And I was like, my thing is not 40k, but I've already said what I'm going to do, so I have to just go with it now. So I'm already just bracing myself for the comments being, that's not a Warhammer 40k. How does she not know? So yeah, if you want to already have your comments ready as soon as the video drops, there you go. Preparing my 50-page essay on why women have ruined the Yogscast. I remember when it was just Lyman and Suis. It's not Lawhammer, but it's your hammer. This is heresy, oh no. I saw a comment on Sid's video the other day saying everyone has seen Brownie's box by now. And I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Wait, what? Sir, this is a Wendy's. I can only assume that they mean that people have watched the Magic the Gathering Fallout brand deal. Gerry! No, Gerry, why are you choosing violence? Gerry! Hang on a second. No. Baby boy. I can't physically fit out of the table in this contraption. Okay, there we go. Yay! My baby boy. Look at he's innocent. He would never do anything. He's just a baby. He do attack. He knows it's not 40k, he does. This little guy. What are you up to, Fifi? Where are you going? What have you been doing, actually? What were you just tearing up? I sort of heard you tear something up, but I didn't tune into what it was. Fifi? Fifi, what have you done? Was that my tax return? Fifi? Fifi, what did you do? Oh, well, no one who acts so casual could ever have committed a crime. She must be innocent. She must be just an innocent little Banu. Very casual indeed. Do you want cuddles? Are you lying there in hope of... See, Fifi's very difficult because sometimes she'll go over and she'll just be like, why are you touching me? How dare you? And then other times she does want cuddles. And I don't want to disturb her if she doesn't want them. Oh yeah, duck. A little duck. Do you want cuddles? You're in a funny mood today. Is it because I got the banana bed out? Are you grumpy? No, there we go. He's a cuddly boy. Snuggle boy. Oh, Fifi's birthday cake arrived. So, I'm excited for her to have that on Thursday. But I was looking at other things that I could get for the bunnies because I feel like even though their room is like spacious, I feel like it's a bit empty at the moment. So, I do want to just get them some new things. Though, to be honest, I do have so much stuff for them that I probably could just go through all the many boxes of things and find new, like the old things. But I also just love buying the bunnies new stuff, which is quite bad. But also, I love them. They are my children. Insert the Will Smith meme about where does my money go? And then it's like... But I found this little set of wooden keys that I just think Gerry would enjoy chucking. And also this like, well, annoyingly, the place that the keys are from, there's not really anything else I'd want to get them, and I'm like, is it bad to just buy wooden keys just for he? But also on Throne, there was basically I had done a crowd-funded thing for something for the ham hom hum, and then I ended up just buying it because I needed it. But someone had already given money, so I thought, well, if I cancel it, the money will just go back to them. But it didn't. It gets added as some sort of like, put towards the next thing. So I was like, well, I could just say that person kindly bought wooden keys, because I can't figure out Throne and how to give things back to people. You get it as credit. Yeah, I didn't realize that. I just assumed it was like Kickstarters or whatever, where if you cancelled it, everyone just got their money back. But unfortunately not. So I guess I do have that bit that I could put towards some treats for the Banoos. Oh my gosh, yesterday I got this message. So we went out for the roast, and I got this message saying, your parcel will be on its way. And then after we got back from the roast, I toddled out to our little local shop, just very briefly, literally to get tomatoes and a cucumber. And then I got home and I had an email saying, your parcel, like, you missed your parcel's now ready to collect at your local shop. And I was just like, I was just there. Why couldn't you have done that like 2 minutes earlier? So I'm going to have to pop out today and get that, because that is things for the Banoos as well. Banoos. A roast dinner, not a comedy roast. Just it was really nice, actually. Alistair was saying, like, because it was the last day that they were doing it, he was like, what's the point of coming here? Because if I really like it, I can never have it again. But there's still other roasts to try. I really want to try the Kucha roast. Because it sounds very nice. What was it? What disturbed you? What disturbed you? Honestly, that's a really fair point. But you still get to, like, enjoy it. I hope I get invited to the roast of bread. Arnhall, how dare you? What would you say? No, the Golden Lion pub does who's there? It's like a not vegan thing, so I don't really know the name of it. It's something wingers, maybe. I think they do wings. But yeah, sadly it's not the place it was before. It's not LD's Kitchen anymore. Good morning, Ted. How are you doing? Ted, when are you coming down to do to go to the model village? It might be called Dead Wingers, actually. It might be. I can't remember. I might have just made that up because I found it. It's a pun, but I don't know. It's something like that. But yeah, no, non-vegan things in the Bristol. Need to find a couple of days where I am free. Well, I spoke to my boss and they said whenever you can do, I'll just give me the days off, because my boss is really kind like that. Yay! Unless it's a Thursday or a Friday. Which is a point, because we're starting we're starting Tears of the Kingdom again this Thursday. Woo! I was so excited when I saw it back on the schedule, because it's been so long, and it's going to take us like the whole 3 hours just to remember the controls, but it's still exciting. Zeldorks. When is the Stardew update? So the Stardew update is next Tuesday, so it's a week tomorrow. And then after that, the Friday after that, we'll be doing, we'll be starting Stardew again. So we've got one more week of, Fighting Fantasy. I like that you found out via the schedule. This is how I learn things. So I know what I'm doing. But yes. I've decided that Tuesday is going to become my freaky day, my be a goofy guy day. Fighting Fantasy, I'm having so much fun doing it. It feels so cheeky. The fact that Rithian has to do all the reading, Kirsty has to do all the drawing, and I just get to be a little shit. And I have so much fun, and they're having to work for 3 hours. So it does feel a bit naughty, but I do really love it. But yeah, on Tuesday, so basically I was thinking of, like, Tuesdays, I'll preface this, I'll preface this with, I don't ever really pay attention to stats and stuff, to numbers. I have all the numbers turned off on Twitch, so I don't really know. But I've always thought of all the days I pay attention to nothing. I'm oblivious, except to he, my love, and she, who's still being a good little angel. Maybe she was good. But I noticed that Tuesdays, because so many other people stream on a Tuesday, they've always just been like noticeably a bit quiet. So I was thinking, should I start just, doing editing work on Tuesday? Should I start taking them off? And then I was like, no, instead of that, I'm just going to start doing weird stuff on a Tuesday as a little way to try it and see what works. So that's why this Tuesday, I'm going to do the fossil thing, the fossil kit. Then I might try the cross stitch. I was thinking I might just start like reading, like if I get any like model making kits and stuff, I might just try that. It's like Stinky Kirsty on main. I might do like a baking one. I might start trying like a reading stream. I was thinking, for some reason, I've just got it in my head, same way I had with playing Skyrim, that I really just want to try reading Pride and Prejudice on stream. Maybe just do like a chapter every Tuesday or something. I don't know why. Or the chemistry set. I would love to do the chemistry set. But basically, I'm going to try and have Tuesday as a, like, not games, just weird stuff day, maybe. So yeah, that's the new plan. Starting with fossils. It could all get abandoned. The fossils could go terribly, and then I'll stop. But yes. Yeah, that's the thing. Pride and Prejudice is old enough to not be, for it to be public domain, sort of thing. Or do the Mark Humes silent reading thing on a Tuesday. Whereas, yeah, other books would feel a little bit like, even if you could get away with it, when I wouldn't want to take away money from a living author, sort of thing. But yeah, I just thought as well, it's always been a bit of a dream of mine to try to have a go at, please don't read any of my books. Oh my gosh, Ted, can I read some of your smutty fan fiction books that you've written? The ones you told me never to tell anyone about. Oh no. Oh jeez. Mean Girls, of all the things you could have chosen. Mean Girls. Yeah, I've always just wanted to have a go at doing like voice acting stuff. So I thought maybe if getting more confident with reading, I know that sounds bad, but genuinely, Like, I can read. I can read. Honest. But I think getting more confident with saying words out loud whilst you're reading them. I'd like to just sort of flood that fear. Because it's a genuine thing that I get so worried about when it happens on stream. As soon as I see things that I have to read out loud, I get like the panic. So yeah, it would be what's a Karen? What's updated? So yeah, it would just be nice to get more used to that. Get the voice acting in with Deridian and the Bradley Play Apollo Justice trilogy. Oh yeah. He was saying that there's a new one of those coming out. But yes. I love a good audiobook, so I'd be all for it. The thing is, I know that Pride and Prejudice isn't really for everyone. I know Jane Austen isn't everyone's cup of tea. I want to see Anne's Kingdom Hearts fanfic of Goofy and Mickey's adventure. Ah, I can voice that. Gosh. That's as long as that's the only word. I can voice it. Can't think what Mickey Mouse sounds like. Hey, Jerry. How's it going? See, anyone I'll ever actually read Pride and Prejudice. Oh my gosh. It's such a good book. Good book. I remember the first line, but other than that, I could just summarize it. But it's just a good first line to that book. Life like have good lunch. Enjoy. Thrive. Ross does the best Mickey Mouse. Oh, I have to get Ross into He's like American Mario for voice. American Mario. Is it two households, both aligned in prejudice? Yes. Call me Elizabeth Bennet. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a large fortune must be in want of a wife. That video of favourite things on the main channel was wonderful. I was genuinely afraid with Lewis. Yes, Lewis is just like, okay, no, he doesn't have a reputation. He just happens to have done it twice. But I was terrified when Lewis held my like over 100 years old copy of Pride and Prejudice, because I was like, if he does this, even as a joke, I will cry. Oh, cry so much. Twice is twice too many. This is true. So yeah, I was just like, I was quite tense. But it was fine. It was fine. But I was trying to decide, if I were to read it, would I want to read it from the book, or would I want to like get it printed out and have it on screen? Not print or get it printed out. I mean, read it off of the screen sort of thing. I don't know what's more comfortable. Or what would make for better sound. Because I don't know if it would be... It's quite a little book. I'll have to have a go at holding it. I'm learning to read and hold things. This is a big time in my life. I'm multitasking. I have it written out on an ornate scroll. It would just be so long. So long a scroll. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I would love to be an audiobook reader. The problem is I don't think I have a very good voice for it. But it's one of those things that is actually quite hard to judge, because obviously your voice in your head is just the worst of things. And I guess it does take all sorts to have different voices on books and stuff. But it's what genre would you narrate? Mostly smut. Might branch out into other things. I guess it would be nice to do like period dramas, because it would be nice to... I've probably got that sort of voice where I can do prim and proper, because I'm from Hertfordshire. I prefer my voice in my head versus how I actually sound. Oh, I think listening to myself back in clips has got me slightly more used to hearing myself. I guess like being a streamer, speaking as a streamer, has got me a bit more used to it. Audiobook narrating seems really hard, so many different voices. Yeah, it's like I like the ones where they have like a whole cast of different everyone is played by someone sort of thing. There's one Jane Austen book that makes me laugh where it's Sense and Sensibility. I love when I get to see, this is what got my love of it, is when I used to read books. I used to read nighttime storybooks to my niece, and I was like, I like this. I like reading out loud. But I forgot. Sense and Sensibility. So in the film of Sense and Sensibility with Emma Thompson and Hugh Grant, Lobato, thank you very much for the 43 months. Thank you. How you doing? How's it going? There's an actor in that who he does like an okay. He's just, when you get these actors who they just have like one line and they do it as if they've just read it off of the script. He was one of those actors in the film. And then somehow in the audiobook, they managed to, I don't know if it was purposeful, but they managed to get someone who has the exact same tone as the person in the film, as if they are just reading it as like a filler. And I saw an entire play like that the other day. It was pain. There's basically, it's the servant of the main person. He's like the footman of the house. And he just has this line where he's like, she was always kind to me, so I made sure to give her joy. And they just always say it in the most deadpan way, no matter... I don't know what it is about that line. It is very unjoyful, the way they always say it. But that was an edited version of the line, so I don't give spoilers to a very old book that I doubt anyone is going to read. But yes. I could do a reading of what's it called? Mansfield Park. And everyone has to donate money to charity every time they giggle at the word Fanny. Because that is the name. That is the name of the main character, Fanny Price. The bunnies have not had their treats yet. Bunnies, do you want your treats? Ooh. I was waiting for that. Waiting for that little orderly cue to come out from under the table. Oh, Gerry. Oh, no. Hang on, Fifi. You can have that bit. Gerry. Gerry. 2 secs, Fifi. Oh. And this little bit. Oh, no, she knows. She knows. trail. I think there's still some in there, Fifi. Wait. I can't film you and reach across. You're too far. Hang on. Wait there. Oh. Okay, there we go. There is a bit in Mansfield Park where... Did anyone else get Tudor vibes from Gerry? Oh, he does have a little ruff. He's a little rough around the edges. There's a bit... So basically, back in Jane Austen times, you would have these things that were like coming out, but not in the modern sense. It was like when a woman was presented to society as a marriage candidate, essentially, and you'd have like a coming out ball where you sort of, she would get paraded around and it would just be like, huh? Anyone? Huh? And so there is a whole scene where someone is asking if they want to get to know a bit more about Fanny, and they just keep on talking about whether Fanny is out or not. And there's just this whole scene about, like, have you got the hiccups? Did you eat too quickly? Did you give yourself your hiccups? Yeah, like debutantes. But they're just saying about whether she behaves as if she's out or whether she's really out. And, yeah. Well, there you go. But that is... Do you have the hiccups? I felt your little tummy go again. It's not like you to get them, Gerry. Okay, I think he's okay. We need to learn more about Fanny. Fanny drives me crazy though, because she's like, she's such a wet flannel of a character, but in some ways she's also like really strong because she does stick to her guns, which no one else really does in the book. So you could argue that she's a strong character, but she's just also like, I have like a very love-hate relationship with Mansfield Park. Good morning, Mortara. It's there's a few Sherlock Holmes stories where they use a word. Oh, yes. No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. There are guns in those books? Well, I mean, there actually is. But you don't ever... People go off for... Because obviously it's full of fancy boys who go off doing shoots and stuff. But you never actually follow any of that because that's man's perspective, and Jane Austen had no time for what the bloody men were up to. It's always written from the lady's perspective, so we never have to hear about any of that. There is, like, as far as I can remember, Mansfield Park is the only Jane Austen book that isn't told entirely from one person's perspective. I can't recall a time in any other book where you get sort of chapters that aren't, like, that don't feature the main person. And part of me thinks, is that just because Fanny is so bloody useless that they have to go see what someone else is up to for a little bit just to keep it moving. But again, I think I'm being too harsh. I think maybe she's fine. Because I guess it's like there's there is, like, lots of time difference and, like, between when the books were written and when I'm reading them. So it could be that of the time, the things that she was saying and believing would have been, they would have been perceived completely differently. Whereas from a modern retelling of it, some of the is it also written from Dick's point of view? You joke, but Fanny's brother is called Willie, so sort of, yes. Although you never actually get any pages from William's perspective. Why? Because it wasn't a funny name back then. Is Willie out? I mean, Willie's out all the time. He's a seaman. I'm not even joking. This is true. He's always out on the ships. It's quite a pivotal point of the book. But yes, this is... What do you mean? He starts as a whatchamacallit. I can't remember, but he works his way up to lieutenant, and that's like a big pivotal moment of the book. But yes, it's but it's also like, I guess the names are a little bit more variety when, if you look at the names of the male characters in Sense and Sensibility, I think 5 of them are called John. Because Jane Austen just genuinely didn't have any time to bother. She's like, oh, another man, just call him John, who cares? But she did write characters amazingly well. Oh, he was a midshipman when he starts off. Yeah, he starts off as a midshipman and then he gets made lieutenant, which is very exciting. Live footage of my family gatherings, yeah. So he's like 12. Well, see, this is the other thing, is that so often, like, these characters feel so well written, and then you actually find out that they're like, I mean, I think Elizabeth Bennet is one of her older characters, and she's 21 at the beginning of the book, I want to say. Whereas in, like, Sense and Sensibility, like, Marianne is 16 and marries a 35-year-old or something. That's one of the things that is, like, the weirdest to read. If they're not marrying their cousins, they're marrying people twice their age. Although I joke about the cousin thing, but I think there's only 2 books. In Pride and Prejudice, someone is engaged to their cousin but doesn't marry them. In Mansfield Park, someone does marry their cousin. But I think in the other ones, maybe in Persuasion, there's mention of marrying a cousin. But yeah, maybe it's not as... beep. Maybe it's not as prevalent in the books. But, you know, one would argue more prevalent than in other books where there's no mention of it at all. But yes, well, I guess it is time for me to run away before I just go on a massive bloody TED talk about the perspectives which I think Jane Austen books should have been written from, and other things which no one else will ever care about. But yes, I will be back at 2 for... I'm going to do Skyrim again today. Look at how fluffy Jerry's bum is. There's just all of this. This is just fluff. There's no boy in there. Just pure fluff. I want the TED Talk. Oh yeah, who is good to read? Arbenul? Who is... Oh, Fifi's run off again. No boy. Anima, Sips, Meg, and P Flights. We can go to Meg. If Fanny Price is live, she would have been... I want the Ted and Bryony talk. Ted, do you want to write a essay on Jane Austen books with me, and then we can give a TED talk on it? Yes, good. Oh my gosh, Gerry's tail is like as long as my finger. Look at that. Look at that. It's so long. So long. I think Fifi's just jumped up onto the couch. I might have to go and rescue the cushions from her. But yes, everyone, have a very lovely rest of your day. I'll see some of you at 2. I've completely forgotten what I'm doing in Skyrim, but I guess I've had a little bumper of play in it, so hopefully I'll be able to get right back in. And yeah, that'll be me. I need to go and pop to the shops and pick up that stuff for the bunnies. And then eat sourdough until it's time to stream again. That's the plan. Yay! Well, everyone, look after yourselves. Be good. And I'll see some of you later. Bye-bye. Oh, thank you for the follow. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. My long sausage. They're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something. Okay. Look at he. We gone. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye. A boop.